What's up, Flash fam? Get ready for a lightning round of news that's going to blow your minds. First up, we're diving deep into Zenless Zone Zero with a guide to the incredible Seed, breaking down her best builds and teams to maximize her potential. Then, we're shifting gears to Ontario, where a revolutionary nonprofit, the Tiny Town Association, is stepping in with a fresh approach to offer affordable, net-zero tiny home communities, aiming to tackle the housing crisis. But wait, there's more. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammed Yunus is calling on the world's youth to ignite change with his inspiring 3-0 clubs, pushing for a world with zero emissions, zero wealth concentration, and zero unemployment. And finally, we've got the full scoop on how young people can join this global movement and become agents of transformation. You do not want to miss this. Smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss a beat. Zenless Zone Zero Seed, mastering the mech and the mission. Ready to unleash the full power of Seed in Zenless Zone Zero. This guide is your ultimate key to mastering her unique combat style, from her electrifying steel charge mechanic to devastating slam attacks. Seed's gameplay is all about managing her steel charge, a resource built through attacks, dodges, and assists. Once she hits 120 charge, she unleashes Falling Petal's Downfall, a massive electric damage burst. We're breaking down her essential combos, the standard rotation for consistent damage, quick punish slams after dodges or assists, and her highest damage chain during stun, utilizing her X special and ultimate for invulnerability and massive charge building. Understanding these sequences is crucial for maximizing her output, especially when enemies are vulnerable. When it comes to builds, focus on W engines that boost her critical rate and electric damage. Options like the Energy Regulator for crit rate and electric DMG, or Precision Drive for stacking crit DMG are top tier. For drive discs, the Dawn's Bloom set combined with Woodpecker offers the best synergy, enhancing her basic attacks and providing essential crit rate. A strong alternative uses Chronoseer for critical damage, balancing consistency with raw output. Team synergy is vital. Seed excels with another attack character to activate her buffs. Top team compositions include the Ambi and Trigger synergy for consistent pressure and hard-hitting stun windows, or the Astra Yao and Ambi combo for technical, high DPS rotations. For F2P players, the Harumasa and Pulchra setup offers a cost-effective yet powerful option, with Seed buffing Harumasa's ATK and crit DMG while regenerating his energy. The community is buzzing about Seed's potential, with players sharing strategies for optimizing her slam attacks and charge management. The flexibility she offers within attack-focused teams is a major talking point, making her a valuable addition for both new and veteran players. Don't go anywhere, because the impact of Seed's arrival is just the beginning of our news flash. Get ready to discover how a different kind of community is being built, one tiny home at a time. Tiny homes, big dreams. Ontario's net zero housing revolution. Imagine affordable homes that generate more energy than they consume. That's the vision of the Tiny Town Association in Ontario, aiming to redefine community living. The Tiny Town Association, founded by Edward Peterson, is tackling the housing affordability crisis by proposing net zero tiny home communities across Ontario. These homes, typically under 400 square feet, offer a sustainable and minimalist lifestyle. The association is actively seeking funding through prospective resident deposits, private investments, government grants, and community bonds, emphasizing their nonprofit status to offer low-interest bonds. They plan to collaborate with local contractors and modular manufacturers, prioritizing Canadian materials and creating local job opportunities. Community input is central to their design process, as seen in their Elliott Lake proposal. A key challenge is the novelty of these developments, as Peterson noted they can't point to existing replicated models, leading to some delays. However, they are prepared to offer frameworks like the successful 12 Neighbors model from Fredericton, NB, to navigate zoning and regulatory hurdles, ensuring compliance with the Ontario Building Code for safety and structural integrity. Sustainability is paramount, with the goal of net zero energy status for each community, meaning they'll produce more energy than they use and even cultivate local produce. Infrastructure development is a critical focus, and they are working with multiple municipalities to keep projects moving despite potential environmental study concerns or rezoning needs. Each community will be cooperatively owned and managed by residents, requiring a 20-hour monthly contribution to operations, fostering a strong sense of ownership. Public reaction highlights the growing interest in innovative housing solutions, with 132 out of 440 Ontario municipalities expressing interest and active collaborations with 6. The community amenities, including green spaces, gardens, and a central clubhouse, are designed to foster social connections and shared living, drawing inspiration from successful developments in the US and Europe. And speaking of building a better world, our next story involves a powerful call to action from a Nobel laureate. Get ready for the inspiring message from Professor Mohammed Yunus about creating a world of 3 zeros. Professor Yunus's 3-0 vision, a call to youth for global transformation. Nobel laureate Professor Mohammed Yunus is challenging young people worldwide to build 3-0 clubs and become architects of a sustainable future. Speaking at the UN headquarters, Professor Yunus outlined his vision for a world defined by 3 critical zeros: zero net carbon emissions, zero wealth concentration to end poverty, and zero unemployment. He emphasized the importance of social business, youth engagement, and technology as the driving forces behind this transformation. The concept extends to embracing zero waste and aligning with the UN Secretary-General's initiative. Professor Yunus stressed that this isn't a distant dream but a reality already in motion. He urged the formation of 3-0 clubs where individuals commit to living sustainably, minimizing waste, and embracing social entrepreneurship. These clubs are envisioned to grow into families, villages, cities, and ultimately, a 3-0 world, where collective action addresses global crises like climate change, poverty, and unemployment. The global community is responding with enthusiasm, recognizing the power of unity and innovation. Professor Yunus highlighted that true transformation in these turbulent times lies in collaboration, harnessing the combined potential of social business, youthful energy, and technological advancements. This movement aims to build a world founded on justice, sustainability, and hope, igniting a new dawn for humanity. This powerful message of change is resonating globally, and we've got more on how you can be a part of it. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into the specifics of how young people can form these world-changing clubs. Join the 3-0 clubs, Professor Yunus's blueprint for a better world. Professor Mohammed Yunus is igniting a global movement, urging young people to form 3-0 clubs and actively shape a world free from major crises. In a compelling address at the UN headquarters, Chief Advisor Professor Mohammed Yunus issued a direct call to action for young people. Establish 3-0 clubs. This initiative centers on a 3-0s world, aiming for zero net carbon emissions, zero wealth concentration to end poverty, and zero unemployment by fostering creativity. Professor Yunus also highlighted the significance of zero waste and encouraged participation in the UN Secretary-General's Zero Waste Initiative. Professor Yunus declared that this vision is not mere fantasy, but an emerging reality. He passionately advocates for young individuals everywhere to form 3-0 clubs, creating spaces where they can embody the principles of a 3-0 person. Such individuals are committed to sustainable living, minimizing waste, and championing social entrepreneurship, actively working against global warming, wealth inequality, and unemployment. The growing momentum behind this movement sees clubs expanding into families, villages, cities, and ultimately, a global 3-0 world. Professor Yunus emphasized that while individual steps are crucial, collective action is the true catalyst for global change. He views the forum as a vital source of inspiration, particularly in turbulent times, where unity and the combined power of social business, youth, and technology can overcome complex global challenges. The response highlights a strong belief in collective action and hope. Professor Yunus's message inspires a generation to become architects of a new era, building a world characterized by justice, sustainability, and optimism, ushering in a new dawn for all of humanity. That's all the incredible news we have for you today, but don't forget to stay connected. We'll be back with more updates that matter, so make sure you're subscribed. And that's a wrap on today's Flash. We covered how to master seed in Zenless Zone Zero, the groundbreaking net zero tiny home communities coming to Ontario, and Professor Mohammed Yunus's powerful call for 3-0 clubs to change the world. Don't miss out on future updates. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, leave a comment below with your thoughts, and follow us on all our socials. See you next time.